Hi everyone, welcome back to Linux Expert Sagar. I hope you all are doing great. Today we are starting another exciting topic in our DevOps journey, Kubernetes. So now you might have already heard people saying things like Kubernetes is the future or every company is moving to Kubernetes. But the big question is what exactly is the Kubernetes and why do we even need? So don't worry if this sounds is confusing now. By the end of this video, you will understand Kubernetes in a very simple words and practical way. So let's get started. So, all right, let's talk about the exactly Kubernetes. What exactly Kubernetes? So, Kubernetes or K8s, as many people call it K8s as a short form. So, is an open source container orchestration platform. So, now let me break it down. So you might already know about containers like Docker. Containers basically package your applications with everything it needs and bundle it so that it runs the same way anywhere. So that's great. When you have only one or two containers, easy to handle, right? But here is the problem. What if you have hundreds or thousands of containers running across different servers? So manually managing the become a server, there is a nightmare, correct? So there is no possibility you are going to every server and check server containers is running, it's in a healthy states or like something, correct? So there is no possibility you are managing these containers manually, and this is exactly where the Kubernetes is coming in. It was actually built by the Google based on their own experience of running containers at a huge scale. Today, it's managed by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation (CNCF). So here is the analogy. If Docker is like a container ship that carries goods, so in our scene, Docker is carrying our application, correct? So then Kubernetes is the airport manager. So it decide which ship should dock where or which application is available in which container, what is the status, how to balance the load, what to do if a ship sinks or not, and how to expand and where when more ships are arrives. In simple words, now Kubernetes automatically helps you to deploy, manage, and scale containers so you don't have to do it manually. And trust me, at a large scale, doing this without Kubernetes it's almost impossible. Correct. So next is why do we need Kubernetes? So now the big question is why do companies use Kubernetes so much? So let's look at the key reasons which is are below. So first is scalability. Imagine your app is working fine for 1000 users and suddenly it's become viral and you get 1 million user overnight. So without Kubernetes you will be panic rushing to manually add more servers and containers. So there is a nightmare, so will be able or not available or not. But in this can with Kubernetes you don't even have to worry about this situation. It automatically scale up the numbers of containers or servers to handle the extra loads which is increased during the night, correct? So second is high availability HA. So now picture this, one of your containers suddenly crash. Normally your app would stop working and users will face a downtime. Users are suddenly you are getting call from user in application is not working, we are not able to do this or like etc. So people are suddenly angry on you. But with the Kubernetes now, it will be instantly restart the containers or move it to another healthy servers. Correct. So the result is now your application staying up and running with the almost 0% downtime. And these are the just first two big reasons. So scalability and high availability are the make Kubernetes as a game changer in the real world. So this is the big advantage of the Kubernetes. So now next part is load balancing in Kubernetes. So imagine you have thousands of users accessing your application at the same time. If all that traffic goes to just one container, it will get overloaded and crash. Your container will not work. So Kubernetes solve this by automatically distributing the traffic evenly across multiple containers called pods, correct? So this means ki every pods handles a fair shares of a request, or and there is na handshaking or a round robin concept is available in the Kubernetes, correct? So ensuring no single one get pods overload or one single container is not getting all requests. So there is round robin concept. So if there is two containers available like A and B, if one request is go one, so second request is go to B containers, correct? So in simple words, Kubernetes is like a restaurant manager who makes serve every waiter serve an equal numbers of customer. So service is always smooth, correct? So now next is let's talk about the portability in Kubernetes. So one of the biggest advantage of the Kubernetes is that it can run anywhere, whether your application is on AWS, Azure, GCP, OVH, or Entity, or even on your laptop. Kubernetes work the same way. So this means you don't get logged into one provider. So you can move your application easily between environments without changing the way it runs. Correct. So in simple words, Kubernetes give you a true flexibility, build once and run anywhere. Correct. So this is the good advantage now. Correct. So now let's look at resource efficiency. So Kubernetes is designed to use your server in the smartest way possible. Instead of leaving some servers overloaded while other sites are ideal. Kubernetes distributors workload evenly. This means कि your CPU memory and storage are all used effectively. Nothing goes to waste. Correct. So if you are using any AWS services or your CPU utilization is continuously going to 100%, there is no satisfaction कि you are getting charges na. Correct. So and the best part of the this smart na, so users resource directly reduce cost for companies. So this is the correct. So in short, Kubernetes acts like an autopilot systems for your application in production. So keep everything optimized, balance, and cost efficient. Correct. So next is use of Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is not just theory. Correct. Kubernetes, don't take it lightly. Correct. It's a mystery and it's a strap also. Correct. So it's big used in the almost every industry today. So let's look at the some real world example. Microservices, big companies like Netflix, Amazon, Google runs hundreds of microservices, and Kubernetes keeps them organized by running smoothly. Then second is cloud native apps. Modern apps are built to scale instantly in the cloud, and Kubernetes makes the that possible. Next is day of CI/CD pipelines. So developer push new code, and Kubernetes can automatically be deploy and manage it in production environment. So this is the good advantage actually. So next is the e-commerce and social media platform. So application will millions of users real on Kubernetes for zero downtime and smooth performance. So this is correct. So next is AI and big data. So even advanced workload like machine learning models and big data processing runs efficiently on Kubernetes cluster. So whether it's a startup building its first product or a gain enterprise running at a global scale, Kubernetes is everywhere. So next is ecosystem and tools. Hmm. So now let's quickly look at the Kubernetes ecosystem, because Kubernetes doesn't work alone. It works with many supporting tools. Docker first is. So this this is an engine that actually runs the containers. Kubernetes. So without engine, you are be not able to drive car or your bike. Correct. So Kubernetes manage them, but Docker create them. So Helm. Think of Helm. Helm is a package manager in Kubernetes application. So package manager for Kubernetes applications. So just like we use EPT or YAM or any other services like in Linux to install packages software. So Helm helps you to install and manage apps inside the containers or inside the Kubernetes environment. So next is Prometheus and Grafana. So these are the used for monitoring and visualization. So Prometheus collects the data from the Grafana, and Grafana shows the it actual and beautifully on your dashboards. So next is kubectl. So actually kubectl is a CLI platform, so which is manage your pods and on command line. So every users are not able to use this actually. So if you want to use kubectl now, you also need to CLI knowledge first. So or also gain to CLI knowledge. This is a command line tools you will use everywhere. Day to day talk to your Kubernetes clusters to deploy apps, check status of your pods or scale them. So manage Kubernetes services. If you don't want to manage everything yourself now, cloud providers offers ready to Kubernetes. So correct. So EKS on AWS available, EKS on Azure available, so GKE on Google Cloud available. So once you understand Kubernetes, you can work on any platform from your laptop to the largest cloud providers in the world. So let's wrap this up. So Kubernetes is the orchestration powerhouse that keeps your containerization applications running smoothly in any environment, scaling automatically and staying highly available. So no matter how big the challenge. So and this is the just the beginning in my next video. So we'll actually get hands on a Kubernetes and see it in action, so you definitely don't want to miss that. So if you enjoying learning smoothing something new today, so make sure to smash like button, share this video with your friends, and of course hit of course so hit on subscribe button. So to Linux Expert Sagar, so for more practical DevOps Cloud and Linux tutorial, so stay curious, stay excited. So and then I will see you in the next video. Thank you.